need to put a story for the daughter of
I've got a bit of a Christmas story for you tonight, and I won't do too much of an introduction, but I just hope my mum who passed away a while ago is not up there listening to this. The Spatula, a Christmas tale of shame, guilt and regret. In the spring of 1978, my friends and I were 12 years old, unsupervised and free to roam as we pleased. It was also the year that we discovered the art of shoplifting. We were into kit set scale models. Our subgenre was World War II, mainly German armour. The only models deemed worthy of making were Tamiya, quality plastic mouldings manufactured in Japan. These were of course expensive. We had little or no money, but with the help of hard-working parents, we managed to scrape up enough dough for the occasional purchase. Once the models themselves were built, they needed painting and ideally to be displayed on a small diorama. Shoplifting seemed the perfect solution to our financial paint and plastic tree supply issue. I was buzzing with excitement in the days leading up to our first expedition into town. A shopping list was clearly laid out of my mind. 2 10-litre pots of paint, olive drab and German grey, plus 2 paintbrushes to apply said stolen paint. That would be a safe start. We rode into town on our second-hand relay bikes, chatting nervously about the finer techniques of shoplifting. As we walked into Bunker's toy shop on Heretoga Street, the usual wave of excitement that would flood my body as I entered Bunker's was turbocharged. We were in that shop all the time, and like many of the kids there, were merely looking at the latest arrivals and checking out the models on our wish lists rather than buying any. On this visit, we took our time browsing the aisles, but once my pockets were full of paints and brushes, it was all I could do to stop myself bolting out the door. I tried to look calm as I walked out to my bike and rode off. On the ride home from town, we stopped at the Karamu Foursquare shop for an ice cream, which we ate sitting on the grass verge while inspecting our loot, not giving a thought for the small business owner we had just robbed. Over the rest of the spring, I expanded my paint collection, scoring some rubber shrubs and trees for the dioramas, and lifted a variety of paintbrushes. Before long, Christmas was upon us. A Christmas shopping expedition was organised in the lead up to the big day. Farmers was the department store in town. A single floor of assorted goods covering an area the size of a supermarket. At the entrance, neatly stacked in a chrome steel rack, were large paper Santa sacks, identical to the council's paper rubbish bags. We couldn't believe our luck. We could just fill our sacks with contraband and simply walk out through the large brass and glass doors. There would be presents for everyone this year. I can't remember what I got everyone else, but I do know what I got Mum. As I racked my brains trying to think of a gift for Mum, there before me in the kitchen utensil aisle stood a beautiful shining stainless steel spatula. Not just any stainless steel, Sheffield stainless steel. It was sturdy yet sleek. Its polished rosewood handle felt warm, almost soft in my hand. I eased my grip and let it slip out of my hand and drop into the sack. I rolled up the top of the sack and casually walked out. Christmas Day arrived. It's beautiful, I love it. Mum leaned over and gave me a hug. Thanks, son, she said, holding the spatula's rosewood handle. The initial rush of euphoria was abruptly replaced by feelings of guilt and regret. Thanks, Mum, glad you like it. She then made a big deal of it as she cooked and served Christmas lunch that made me feel sick. My shoplifting career was over. After a week or so, I got used to the spatula, and for the best part, forgot about the spatula's checkered past. But over the years, it raised its ugly head, usually when I least expected it, and usually at Christmas. Shame, guilt and regret hit me like a smack in the head. In 1993, I returned to New Zealand in time for Christmas with my Dutch girlfriend Nicole, whose culinary specialty was pan-fried potatoes. Marge, do you have a spatula? My dear son gave this to me for Christmas when he was just a boy. He spent all his pocket money handing the spatula over. My cheeks were on fire. Nicole returned to Holland shortly after, and then I moved away with my new partner a year or so later. In the early 2000s, we immigrated to Adelaide and had a family. Mum and Dad would visit for Christmas every other year. Dad passed away in 2010, and eventually Mum was unable to travel. It was our turn to go to Mum's for Christmas. Our boys were 10 and 12 years old, and they loved to bake with Granny. They made biscuits and slices into the lead up to the big day. Then on Christmas Day, Granny had them in the kitchen peeling spuds and annoying the shit out of everyone fighting over the potato peeler. 3 champagnes and 2 beers into the day, and it was time to dish up Mum's splendid Christmas lunch. The roast chicken was ready to be removed from the pan in order to make the gravy. Lucas, dear, pass Granny the spatula. That's it, dear. Your dad gave it to me when he was your age. I've always loved it. Smack, the trifecta of shitty emotions. In 2016, Mum passed away while I was in mid-flight back to New Zealand to see her. We'd said goodbye over the phone, but cut it short when we started to lose it. We gave her a send-off she would have approved of, and a decent piss-up afterwards, just how she would have liked it. Mum's passion in life was organising, her life and everyone else's too. This made getting her affairs in order a breeze. Once her unit was cleaned out, I would return to Adelaide. Our close rallies pitched in to help sort Mum's belongings out. Even this was relatively straightforward. White goods were distributed amongst friends and family, as was nearly all the other furniture. The Salvos would take the rest. Marge too, who is Dad's brother's wife, my aunt, who shared Mum's name, was helping me clear out the kitchen. I need a new spatula, she said, holding up the Sheffield steel fucking rosewood handle. I hope you don't mind, Marge, but I'd really like to keep it. Believe it or not, it's a sentimental thing. I lied through my teeth. That afternoon, once everyone left, I retrieved the cursed utensil from the spare room and buried it at the bottom of the box of stuff going to the salvos, never to be seen again.